Hey everybody, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, okay. Now I got to get you set up on my camera. How's everybody doing? We're running a little bit late, but hey, we got a good show tonight. Got several things to talk about. I've got everyone's wanting to be silly tonight. So, how's everybody? Yay! Oh yeah. Psychedelic waves, ESPs, deja vus, all the good things. Mwah, that connect us and make us real in life. Hallelujah. How's my family doing out there? My friends. Got to meet so many people today. Between work, being on the phone, group videos. Have you seen the grouped videos? Go to YouTube Shorts, and also we're going to make them Facebook Shorts. So, a lot of good stuff. Groot is really doing a lot of good stuff. And I believe the more we go with it, the more this gets a lot better. How's everybody doing? Yay, we're going to have some fun. It's late night, very late night with BraggZ. I hope you can join. I hope you can make it. If not, maybe you're side watching.
I'm going to restart this one.
Our YouTube's not up yet. We're working on it. The YouTube's trying to get up, so there are those who go to YouTube and watch it. If you get a chance, come over to Facebook. Instagram's supposed to be picking this up, right? If I haven't even got the microphone in yet. I'm sorry, everyone.
I don't know about Instagram.
Okay, well.
That's
You
have to have a third phone for that.
I thought Instagram, I could do it with just Facebook. I thought that Facebook and Instagram done it at the same time.
I believe Instagram made you have to have a computer to go live too.
I don't know. We got to figure it out though. So this is just part of the business, right? Look, see, hey everybody, we're fixing to plug you in a minute. You got my microphone plugged in?
It's on the YouTube one because it's so much further away.
Oh,
But
I see. Okay.
so
Late night, very late night with BraggZ. There's a lot of footage running around about a woman who stole some drinks and stuff at a Dollar General store. It's weird. It's creepy. I mean, you know, people are people. And, you know, I don't think anybody appreciates getting robbed or hurt. I mean, how would you feel if you go in and rob a place? Have you ever stopped to think while you're robbing a place, what if that was you on the other side of that counter?
I don't think they care.
They do. Something in your head tells you that. Hey, what if this was me getting robbed? Hey, you know, something in your head's got to fire off that warning. And if you're not listening to it, it's going to be like the guy who went and hurt a lot of people in a movie theater during the Batman movie, if you remember that. And he went on about how he was the Joker and all this stuff. Well, Arkham is not real, so to speak. And he just didn't get out of it a couple of days later like they do in the cartoons. So, you know, he wasn't thinking. Sometimes you got to think outside the box. In other words, you know, nobody wants to be robbed. Nobody. So why would you go in and do it too? It doesn't make no sense. So that's the way it happens. But, you know, those who rob, don't they ever stop to think the other person on the other counter's got something to counteract that with? There are, I mean, go back and watch videos, man. I mean, there's a lot of videos of stores and people who's working in them, they fight back. I'm one of them believing fighting back. I mean,
You never know when someone's hiding a boomstick behind the counter.
you ain't kidding. I mean, it's going to be real, so you got to be with it. But I just hope everybody who comes to our little store knows that we're just peaceful people. You pull it out and everybody else will too. Not going to kid you. That's how it works. But you know, that's the reason why we do have the right to bear arms to this day. If we had lost that freedom, can you imagine the catastrophe that would wait all these stores? Everywhere, anywhere you go. Because, like they say, the bad guys has all the guns. But you take it away from the good people, the bad guys have all the guns. So we all kind of know this. So I think that's why, you know, there are certain gun control laws I do believe that are good for people. I do. But I also don't believe in ever trying to take the right to bear arms from people. There is a system in place that can help both sides. Because, hey, have you heard they're coming out with the smart guns where you can't pull the trigger unless it's your finger? That stuff we need. We really need that stuff. And I like that kind of technology myself. I mean, because mishaps, you'll still have mishaps. In life, you're going to have mishaps. But it'll be less. I mean, that's the way I feel about that. I mean, I'm not an advocate for the fingerprints and the guns and whoever owns it dies with something. It's just all kinds of stuff that goes way too far. But I do believe in the right to, you know, if you own that particular weapon, you know, and it gets taken from you.
What was it?
They can't pull the trigger because it's your fingerprint.
There was somebody.
It's stuff like that. Go ahead.
I can't remember which city it was. Maybe New York. I wouldn't surprise me one bit. Someone
Might
in
have to
New
speak
York.
up.
I think you can hear me fine without the microphone attached.
What'd you say?
Some guy behind the counter of a coffee shop is getting attacked by another guy with a knife. Dude jumps over the counter, and the clerk wrestles the knife away from him, and then the guy jumps at him again, and the knife goes in him, the mugger, and kills him. And then the guy that kills the mugger gets put in jail for murder.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, there's places that you're not even allowed to protect yourself.
We'll never lose the right to defend ourselves. We should always have that. We will always have that right to defend ourselves. There's nothing I can do about that. Just pray for people, you know. Pastor Max BraggZ Church, how you doing? Welcome to another service, another night at 11 o'clock, late night, very late night with Max BraggZ. Please understand, viewer discretion is advised. Parental advisory on everything here. It's adult. It's time when you know, it's one of them shows where you put the kids to bed. Now the adults are going to stay up, talk, maybe throw some cards around, maybe just kick back, relax. Not going to go do too much other than just ramble on about the day's events. And that's what we're talking about right now, about one of the stores, big thing. It's all over the internet and all that stuff. Where
Pick up the mic. You're on YouTube now.
I can pick up the mic. Yay!
Over there beside you.
Hey. Okay, so
The head was right there.
the head was right there.
Follow the end of the cable.
I'm following it right now. See, and I'm caught up in it. We're doing twerk. Twerk over here. Hit everyone. Yeah. Okay. Come on, get back up here. So, how's everybody doing? Yay!
You're caught up in that one thing right there.
He probably is. What is it? Yeah, that's
You're gonna
caught
have
up.
to get that
So
out of
see,
there.
hey, you wonder what I do. I just got off work, and then I come running through the door. Got other stuff going on, and then anybody sees my co-host out running around, tell him to get his butt home. Zeus has not come home yet. We don't know why. But send him home if you see him. I mean, Zeus is one of them dogs. I mean, you know. He was blessed by the Lord. If he got hurt, God forbid, trust me, would not end well for some things in this life are God's little gifts. And we need to cherish them gifts. Every one of us. So that's why he's not here. He's out somewhere doing what only God knows right now, right? So, it reminds me of some crabs. We're going to do, we're going to shave some crab legs tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We don't know if these crabs are male or female. We've heard males have hair on their legs. Females are smooth. And and I know the last video I said we gave them away. Well, they didn't want them, so we changed the scenery over, and I'm going to show that to everyone just shortly. What else we talking about? Okay. Yes, psychedelic ways. ESP. Hey, mwah, mwah. Love you back. Love you back. Thank you all. As just a guy who just invites you, come on in, sit down on the couch. We're gonna grab some food. Look at this. We want to talk about this tonight. Check it out. Yummy, 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 yeah. I told you when I cook, it's 10,000 a plate. You heard me. I have been known to charge 100,000 a plate. Do you know why? Because right now, look at this. Look at this. Look. Yeah, it's still steaming. It is a patty melt. A full half pound of patty melt. Bring the big patty over here. I want some people to see.
That is the big patty.
Is this the big one?
Yeah.
This is the monster chicken patty. Look, I'm gonna pick it up. Okay.
Are you gonna be able to finish it?
Me, the meat eater? Yeah.
He's not eating that.
I'm not gonna eat this one. I'm not eating this one. Yes, I'm eating one exactly like it. But here's the deal, right? Look at that. Crispy tater tots and french fries, seasoned french fries. I'm ready for some brown gravy. And you know what? Now, I'll get out and do, I'll get out and like work out and go running and stuff when I eat stuff like this. I mean, I like pushing myself to the limits. That's why I am like I am. A lot of people ask me, man, how do you stay so energetic? I swear, I just seen you like this morning and you were like still doing this like right now. And then you're like all the time like this. What seems to be the problem? Well, I do have a secret. And if you ever talk to me, I'll tell you that secret. But trust me, it actually has nothing to do with any kind of chemicals, period. So, what does that mean? Because I'm that type of guy, I really don't even care for ibuprofen. I'll take one once in a while to kind of loosen up for workouts or whatever. But I have a system in my food and the way I do things that I've learned what my body likes when it likes it. And then I apply that to it. And it just makes my vessel happy. Even when I'm down and sad. Or, Now which one's this one?
This is yours.
Is this supposed to be mine?
Yeah.
Okay, so, y'all see this, right? Y'all see this, right? You tell me. I got 2 plates worth. Okay, I'm going to give my son the bigger one. But here's the deal, right? Check it out. Oh, man, same goodness, right? You ask me if it's any count. Ask me if it's good. I promise you, that is juicy, juicy little Lucy. Smells great, man. That'll make you go wake dead people up, slap them around, throw them back in the grave, and say, man, that was good. Whew. I'm telling you, I know what I'm doing. And you say, well, trust me, it's that good. It's that good. I mean, make you want to run 2 or 3 miles. You had a burger like it. Now, here's why I say that. I want promoters to hear me. We're going to pitch the ideal. And pitch the ideal to promoters, to other TV channels, those that would like to affiliate themselves with my show I'm going to be working on in the future, very near future. I call them couch soldiers.
Man,
I call them sofa champions. These are people, for example, I want to find. And they're all over the world. I want to make a championship out of them. Now, some people say, what does that mean? What are you talking about? The championship would be those who know they have a fighter spirit in them, that have to sit on a couch all day. Those who cannot move, but yet give them a chance to show championship worthiness. You say, how would that work? Okay, we take 2 trained, high professional fighters to get in the ring. They swapping and moving at each other, They tucking and grooving, and they take a couple of good licks, and it seems like all night long you're chasing that around. Now, let me show you what I'm going to talk about. There's nothing wrong with that. I love boxing. I love fighting. I love wrestling stuff. I love watching them. I understand them. I've done it myself, from outlaw wrestling to being trained from wrestling schools like Nashville, and appreciate all them back in the day. You know who I'm talking to. Yeah, you know who all I'm talking to. Mwah. Remember me, guys? I remember y'all. Some of the great guys out there, from Jerry the King Lawler to Bill Dundee, to all of them. And a shout out to, you know, even The Rock. How you doing, guy? I've been watching your stuff. Awesome. Love that guy's stuff. I mean, and hey, the thing is about this championship. I wanted to, for the less fortunate, to put it mildly, the ones who are, they've laid back on the couch and life has hit them so hard. They may be a little overweight, okay, really overweight, okay. I mean, I'm talking way overweight. They want a purpose in life. You know, they feel like this is the end of the road. They have no more spirit of fighting left. Yeah, no. And then BraggZ comes along. No, I mean, there's really some people who can't get a job, or they really feel like life is dumped down on them. They have no place. There's several of these people. BraggZ comes along, and he offers you a championship.
I know several that say they can't, but they run out to the vehicle.
How about a championship? A lot of competitors. I already know a few who want to help. I know a few who want to actually compete. I know a few who wants to try to get involved in this. Here's the deal. A true champion would be somebody who comes out of nowhere and wins. I mean, you would be like floored. People would love to see somebody come from the couch all the way to the ring. What? Why are you hitting your hand to me? Okay. Okay, so let me give you a big one, a little. Okay, reach for it. It ain't gonna hurt you to reach, just a little bit.
Just a little. He might fall forward.
Oh, just a little more. Just a little. Okay, see what I mean? He's not keeping from it. He's not running out the door. He's willing to stretch a little bit further. I just proved the point. A champion can be born. A new type of champion. One who has sat on the couch or sofa, or maybe just feels like, you know, it'd be awesome, because here's the deal. You take one of my beyond world, Megaversal burgers. I mean, read a book. I know a thing or two about food, baby. I do. A lot of people say, did you cook this or you cook it? No. Why is that? Because I said my food, me, to put it on, to lay it out, to hand it out, 10,000 to 100,000. But I'm telling you now, you won't walk away unsatisfied. You'll be like, I don't know how he did it, but damn, that was good. I've never not had that experience. Because most people know I come from the best. And I'm sorry to break a lot of ladies' hearts out there. But boy, my mama put it in me. She made me know that grill. And I knew it well. Yeah.
She beat it in you.
Oh, man, she beat it in me. No, really. She'd knock your teeth down your throat if you didn't learn. No, that ain't why my teeth are missing. Just, it's an inside joke. But anyway. That's what I'm talking about, you know. A champion can be born. And I want the shows or the promoters to come to me and say, how do you know these champions are? Yes, I do. And we get the right advertisement and say, look, we'll have a championship. We'll get, we can get up to, let's see here. Hey, we can get up to 10 competitors. Females versus females. Men versus men. They fit the weight requirements. And it would probably, excuse me, they would have to prove they're a couch soldier. I mean, look, it doesn't have to be somebody who just sits on a couch. It could be somebody who maybe has a job with video games all day, and they sit here like this all day long. And you're like, you know what? I want to do something else. So you know what I'm going to do? I want to join the BraggZ tournament. Because I know between
wait,
the eating,
hold up.
sofa hustling.
A job with video games, that could be anybody from teenage years all the way up to 50s.
Well, it would be somebody who, you know, they've got to, I would say start off with, oh man, I'm stepping on my mic, sorry. I would say we'd start off, and people who are in their 20s to 30s. People who really want to establish themselves. For example, here's the deal. I'll cook the burger. No, you cannot eat the burger before you do the tournament. Here's the deal. You get points. Okay? So let's say we get with the person. I know one person in particular. She wants to become a drill sergeant coach for whoever hooks up. And she will train you. She'll be like, you stay on the couch. You don't get off that couch. You don't move. Here, eat this Cheeto. See what I mean? We want to really build the person up to a point where they're really ready for that fight. Because the more it takes to get out of that frame. This is how BraggZ does it, okay? For example, here I am. I could stop and just be like that. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I really could. But that takes a lot for me to force myself up and come back to you and say, guess what? Here we go. So, let's say, for example, we get the right health professionals on this and stuff like that. And we make sure, you know, we get them to, I don't know, probably what would be a good training time. Most of the time, kind of meet with the people, make sure they're, you know, they're really the street, you know, the couch, street couch. They're really the street couch, but no. Now, the point is, it'd be certain tournaments. For example, every week you'd have either a wrestling match. I don't want to see it go to boxing unless the contenders really say they want to do it. I mean, I would not be against that if that's both agreed upon. But it could be wrestling. Then have other things like who would do the most push-ups or who would do the most setups within a time frame. You know, and of course watch their health. We don't want anybody to go from couch to just pass out. I mean, you know, we want to be modern about
Couch to croak.
Couch to croak. No. I don't want to do it if it goes couch to croak. I want to make sure, you know, that if you come from the couch and you say, hey, I can do these things. You know, I want to know if I could beat somebody at 30 push-ups I've never done before and they never done before. And, you know, basically the same. And you'll just build up the ladder. And then out of the tournament, we'll end up having we'll have the best two get together. And we do all kinds of tournaments. And I'll pop out the grills and stuff. I'll be cooking it up. There'll be all kinds of specials, like mud wrestling. Oh, man, we would love to watch some mud wrestling, right? I mean, be slinging mud all over the place. And you can imagine, you'd be standing up there cheering them on. Because you're going to want your champion to win. And I do too. I mean, I get in the middle of it. I mean, I even referee if you want me to. I like it. There are people actually liking it right now. Thank you all. Thank you all. Yes. And we're going to keep pushing to promote. So if you know anybody who promotes, who has heard this idea, I'm going to call it something like, we'll work with the title, but right now I'm going to call it Street Soldiers Fight Over a Double Bacon Cheeseburger, or it might be a patty melt. You tell me, I tell you what, you can tell me what you want me to cook. And if you're going to be the champion, that food will be ready for you. But the other one who loses, you got to watch the food go in the trash can. And you got to walk away. You cannot touch it. You only get to know you could smell it. And I promise you, the next time you join, and everybody tell you, man, you should have ate that burger, a new champion be born that way. I'm telling you. I really believe it can work. I'm not being funny. I know it sounds like it, but I'm dead serious. But it is. Everybody wants to see it. But yummy on the food. Are y'all ready? Are you ready to see this? Because here I go. Oh, man, I've been blessed and prayed over. Look at that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, I don't even know what that is. What is that?
Onion.
It's onion. Watch. I should have. Hold on. I want to show you the best part.
Which onion? Which kind?
Look at that juicy burger, boy.
Yellow onion.
Damn, I'm
Red?
Yellow.
Then you want to know why I want to get up and run 10 miles after something eating like this.
Cooked.
That's why you gotta wait.
Hot.
Now for promoters and stuff, if you want to try one of my burgers and you're willing to help me do my show, get it out there. I'll cook you a burger free of charge. For promoters, people who's actually going to help get this going. We got to find competitors, guys. Church of what's happening, we got to find the competitors. We got to get people on board. We'll have a swimming contest between them. There's so many different things, and just sit down and maybe have a set of, do it like a tournament. And then we'll have the World Champion Couch Soldier Contest. It starts here and ends up big in China. Yeah. Wait.
You
They
have
already
to
got
be
big ones in
the
China.
opposite of a Marine.
There you go. You're the opposite of a Marine. I mean, your fortitude, whoever the contender would be, their fortitude to get up out of that couch or whatever place they're at. And of course, like I said, they got to be in decent health. They got to be in good health. I don't know about any kind of... I really... If this advances, then we can talk about people who's got handicaps and stuff like that who would want to join and become a champion. I mean, this is new avenues, people. This is new doors, opportunities. This ain't a $1 billion ideal. This is the ideal. Help. And I'll tell you what, you won't have people slapping each other no more. No. You'll have them mud wrestling. I mean, I'd rather see people mud wrestling, slap each other. But hey, now, like I said, though, there could be boxing. We can work with that.
That slapping contest looks like crap.
Now, we could go into extreme sports, but I'll elaborate that in other messages, for other clips or other shows. We can elaborate on that. You say, well, how's that, Max BraggZ? Okay, would you like to see somebody who's a couch soldier try to walk a high wire? Exactly. Who has ever seen that? No, you've never seen it. We could get somebody. I mean, get somebody. We can get competition. We can get people who will do these things for the fun of the games, and it's their own. It would be like their own Olympia for fat people or couch huggers. I'm not being funny. So quit laughing. It's not funny. I was fat at one time. Don't get me wrong. Hey, do not get me wrong. I weighed 250 pounds, and I couldn't get myself out of a semi-truck seat. That was my own fault.
No.
Hold up. Go on.
No, I've seen fat. And you have to. That one guy we seen, I think down there, Houston, Texas, or maybe a little bit north of it.
Okay.
Coming back this way.
Mm-hmm.
What was that town?
Hi, everybody.
What was that town a few miles outside of Houston coming this way? Anyway, whatever it was. Dude was so big when he got off the step of the truck jumped in the air. A semi truck.
Who's not lying? The guy was so big in the driver's seat, they literally had the seat unscrewed and set far back enough he could set the steering wheel like this. Here's his belly. Here's the steering wheel. He gets out of this truck, I kid you not. Me and Nate is in the fuel aisle. I'm filling up. I look over as this guy steps out of the truck, and I mean literally climbs out of the truck. And I ain't making fun of him. But you literally, once he got his hand off the bars and the feet down, the truck went from here all the way up, and it squeaked. It went. I don't know how that's even possible. But I'm like, that was not right. That was not right. But that's what I seen. That's what happened. So I can't say it didn't happen. But he's right. We seen this poor truck cry. And
made us want to cry.
I felt sorry for that truck. That guy come back, that truck would be jumping out of that fuel out. I'm out of here.
Came back and almost slapped him in the face.
Nathan, don't be mean to nobody. But it's true. But there's a lot of, people may have a full-time job, but it requires them to have to be stationary. And they, constantly eat and doing their job. And they're like, man, I feel like this is a waste of my life. And hey, BraggZ is putting on a tournament where I want that burger, okay? I could have all the money in the world, but I want that burger. Look, I'll put it this way to you. This is the only way to tell you this. You may go out and find the greatest burger in the world. You may go out and find the greatest chef ever in all history. You may try from Italy to the Bahamas to the Eiffel Tower. Global experience of food and burgers galore, worth millions of dollars. But let me tell you, you never have one like mine. Until you do, that's when you know you've had something. And everyone knows that's true. For sure.
Hey,
yeah. Go on.
Them fancy chefs might be making food that's worth millions, but a charcoal grill is priceless.
Make you love that mouth. Woo!
Hear me?
That's good.
Charcoal grill is priceless. Can't beat it. I don't care what you say.
That's good. That's good. The right amount. See, it's in the amounts. I'm not playing. I'm sitting here eating. Goody, goody, goods.
You're torturing somebody.
My stomach right now because it wants the rest of that in there now, but I'm doing a show, so I'm being moderate. By now, I've been like everybody else. Gone. Wondering where the rest of it is. It's like, I know you stole some off my plate, but what can you do? You can't get it back that way. How's everybody doing? Hey, we had 1,000 views within 5 hours. 1,000 viewers. Of course, you can go back, and a lot of people get to go back and watch the show and say, yeah, I got to hear them yak. That's great. Also get a chance to pull back and relax and say, hey, everybody, late night with BraggZ. Good morning, good night, and see you next evening. That's how that works, I guess. I'll figure it out later. Right now, I don't feel like it. We're still talking about the tournament. I think it would be incredible. I know people who can get actual world championship belts and will make one. Will make that belt for that world champion. But first you'd have to go through the tournament. First, this experience. So, if somebody does come out with my ideal, and I'm no part of it, I will sit here and bitch for eternity on you. So you better call me if you want to help me. If you want to call me, you say, hey, Max, I want to say and do this and do that. Let's talk. This is my ideal. Nobody else has ever done it. So don't steal my ideal. Thank you. And I want to tell God about it. Hold on. Jesus is on the phone. Yo, Lord, don't let nobody else steal my ideal. You gave it to me. Okay, it's mine. Thank you. Okay, there you go. It's settled. Amen. Don't you love it? And y'all thought I was a crazy one. You should check out what God does. That's even crazy. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I told you, you got to be in character all the time. Never be out of character. Never let them see you sweat. You know what I mean? Never let them see you sweat. That's right. I love it, don't you? Ooh, man, Groot is hypnotizing the world, and so am I. Yay, thank you all for joining the show. Church of What's Happening. I love you. I love you all. That's all I ask for. A few views. Thank you for going through the stuff, following along what I do. I appreciate it, because I go through and check your stuff. Sometimes I don't get to hit the likes like the other day. I was going through hitting everybody's likes. I turn on my phone and go back, and there's some of them wasn't there, and I'm like, so as soon as I see it, I go back and hit the likes just as fast as I can. Because I check up on everything. Usually that's what I do in the mornings. When I first get up, I got the coffee going, I'm checking all the social media outlets. And I want to work my way into the news, into the field of entertainment. I don't want to just come out doing it. So we are slowly going to be adding those kind of clips and to the show and getting it organized.
At a snail's pace.
At a snail's pace, but you got to take time with it. I want to do it all like right now. Right?
The computer won't give us a choice but to take time.
That's like I'm working on a book called The Emperor. It's a lot of fascinating ideals I used to have going down the road that, not just going down the road, I applied in my life and seen the end results, as well as I have friends who actually have allowed me knowledge of things to be able to use in my books, and I appreciate each and every one of you who allow me this. Like I said, I know I'm a pastor, so I've got to divide the line, okay, between my books and people personally. I do not use anything I know personally toward my books. But what I do use toward my books, I tell everybody, since this might seem like it's an association to something relative that we know or experience. But the truth is, I'm not going to use my books against anyone, because I don't want people using their books against me. It just makes no good business, and that's not who I am. When I die, I want everybody to say he was a good man. He did do as he said he would try to do with everything he had. May not seem like it, may not seem it was right, but he was faithful to it. Something a little different than everybody else. And I appreciate you, every one of you, for allowing me in your life for just a few minutes. Every now and then, like I said, at night, I've got people who say, man, I checked that out, and I was watching, and hey, and I meant to say Happy New Year to you. I really did. I'm so sorry to those I missed. You know who I'm talking about. I meant to, and get back to it, and I really hurts to know I didn't say Happy New Year's to some of you. And it was a mixture of just so much going on at a time. So, get back in touch with me. I mean, we can sit down and work it all out. I don't know how to work the show on as of right now. Doing the couch soldiers fighting over a cheeseburger.
You're going to have to take lessons on how to activate these suckers if somebody else ain't here.
I had a guy, okay? I was talking. Say that again. I want to hear that again. Say.
You're going to have to take lessons on how to activate these suckers if no one else is here. I mean, you got the Facebook started, but this YouTube Live is different because it's using a different app.
Still good and warm on a bite. Look at that. I know you. Yeah, it's that good. It's still melting. Check it out. I can't help it. Okay, this is really mine. This is how I feel about my food. Let me tell you a secret.
Yes.
It is my food. It's my food. It's going in my mouth. Go ahead. I'll tell you a secret nobody wants to tell. The one who's cooking this learned from me.
Huh?
Yeah, don't you own me.
Huh?
Uh-huh. This is a straight up burger. So, oh, what, you want... Okay, well, Deanna's going to cook the burgers for the couch hoppers. Yay! But remember this. It didn't come from me. That's right. You see, I'm just going to lay it out there. I know there are people out there who would love to say for 13 years of their lives, boy, they sat faithfully, grilling for their mamas. But I'm telling you now, I did it. Yes, I'll cook the burgers during the tournament while they're doing either the wrestling or they're doing the... and here I am with my legs doing 90 nothing. I see me, man. I check it out. It's on the camera. I see me. It's like, don't his legs ever stop? I point at me now. Okay, so.
One of the books is missing.
This one's still like, you knocked it off. You put it down.
I did. Knocked off 2 of them and I picked them back up.
Well, I can't help what you knocked off. How's everybody doing tonight? What time is it? I don't even get a time.
11:46.
11:46. Okay, hey. Fixing to be a new day. I'm going to kick back here. I didn't eat all the burger yet. Now, this is a way sometimes I eat too. I'll take a few bites, do things, and then eat a few more bites. Most of the time around the store, you'll see me like buy my snacks or something, and while I'm working on roll containers, most people see me running back and forth, and it's like, hey, and we all do it. It's you know, it's just something people do. I don't want to lay too far back on the couch because I realize I'm having to stay up because, hey, my microphone ain't even plugged in this.
I told you it's plugged into this one because that one's close enough to hear you.
Okay. That is no joke. Never mind. The microphone I thought was plugged in here.
Are you on some kind of pill?
No, I'm so excited about trying to do and get this thing promoted that my food is worth it. Trust me, it is. When I say my food, I mean I cook that food, kind of thing. You get to be a part of it. I'll even give out tiny little samples during the you know, the fight or the strategies or whatever we want to come up with, like the wrestling and stuff like that. Really, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it? It really would. I really think it would be a fun-filled event. You got a ring and stuff, or you know, do amateur wrestling with them, because the champion would go the furthest. They'd go the distance. They would take it to the point, to the top. They wouldn't play with it. That's like me and my show. I'm not playing with it. It's not a toy. That's why I'm here for everyone, because I want you to know I believe we can do more shows that are more fun and have more fun time doing it. And why not? So anybody wants to compete, even if you're a contender who wants to start something and want one of my burgers or something, we'll talk about it. I'm telling you, we'll work with something. And if you're a promoter or you're into doing shows and you're into all that stuff, or you know somebody, or you're watching and you want to help me out, let me know. That's all I know to say. I'm pitching the idea right now, and I don't have to go to TV productions and all that. I'm pitching it to my peoples. I mean, they're the ones who decide, right? And that's what I'm talking about. So, if you're on board, cool, great. I want to get off the subject now. Now I mean, as in, hey, check this out, right? I've told everybody that now means like, onto another subject. There is the one we started out with, bookmark, and here's the new bookmarks, and it's one of the characters, Malefex, and I said that we would start doing like bookmark cards and put them out, and every copy that somebody gets from me or Nate, Deanna, or Kendall, and you're in the area, and I'm going to sign it for you. Like I said, if I got them, you'll get them. If I don't, then, I'll try to give you the set of whatever I got. And this is the new ones. The next ones we're working on, will be another character from the book, because we want it really set up for when 1849 comes out, the real big book. It's going to be amazing. As well as talk about the episodes. The episode 1, I think, is pretty much done as far as in the computer and set. The second episode, I think, is getting downloaded in it as we speak. Then we got to do the manuscript bit. Don't take long. It's just sitting down and get it done and getting free time to do it. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to do a show somewhere around 8-ish, 7:30, 8-ish. 7:30, 8-ish. And I keep saying 7:30, 8-ish because I'm trying to think. With Groot, her time, and I said her, she's a female. We're pretty sure of it now. And that means I know why she loves me so much. Why? Because I love my ladies.
Syndrome.
I know it. I love my ladies. I love all of them. And when I knew when she would just jump on my hand to come out of there, I was like, oh, she is so trustworthy. That's beautiful. I don't ever want to mess trust up. And even though it happens, but at the same time, trust is a fragile thing. There's nothing I can do about that. Here's what I can do. I know that Dragon Groot, she is really like getting on her personality side. When she gets on her net certain times, I can hold her. I can move her at certain times. Go watch the YouTube shorts. I'm going to be putting my Facebook Reels. Dragon Groot's own little stuff. And I call her that because I really don't know any other voice. I don't have a female's voice hardly at all. And I can't either get light enough or deep enough. And I'm not going to try to do a feminine voice. So, I guess I could, but
Just tell them I ain't built right.
I just ain't built that way. So you're going to hear like I'm Groot. I said that switches to Dragon Insurance. Yeah. So that's Groot as a female.
If you don't like it, deal with it.
No, Groot has no choice. She can't speak for herself, but I will treat her with all due respect, and everybody see how I'll treat my little angel. She is adorable. She loves her daddy, and her daddy loves her. That's what I'm talking about. So, right now she's asleep. I know she's doing good. I've been watching her little things. As well as I'm going to get both phones off, and we're going to go to the hermit crab that got to come back here and live again. Sometimes, things just don't work out like you want them to. Welcome to the real world, honey. How you doing now? How you doing? So I notice I keep looking that way. I really got to get these phones together more. Hey, it's just kind of, I got to stay this
We
way.
need another one of those.
I got to send out the ways. Hey.
I couldn't figure out how to make that one for YouTube. Use the front camera. It wouldn't let me. I was sitting there pushing the button to switch cameras, and it wouldn't let me.
Yeah. Well, it's good that we just get back and talk. Me and Nate talking. You want to hang out? Keep hanging out with me. Late night's coming up. Fix to start a new day. Happy New Year's. We're moving on to January 2nd. A shout out to some people who are in January. I know. Happy birthday to a bunch of you. I hope you have the best happy birthdays. I hope you have a great one all through January. And this year's got so much going on, and we are working hard to get it, like, just keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. There's no slowdown. So for all those who are fixing to watch the hermit crab section, am I going to shave hermit crab legs? How did I just say that? Yeah. Here, give me that. Give me that. Reach. Thank you. We're going to shave the hermit crab legs. Because we can't tell the difference between the male and females. I heard that females have smooth legs, where the males have hairy legs. Now, I don't know if that's an ecosystem problem, because if you notice, most females shave their legs. What's the point, right? Dudes mostly don't shave their legs. I mean, only dudes who shave their legs are people who work out and they're into bodybuilding and they're doing tournaments or other alternatives I don't want to talk about. Now, that tells me. Now, in by theory, what I want to know is, if I shave their legs, does that make them a female? I'm asking, if I shave these crabs' legs, get the hair out, Don't believe this was shit. Watch, here we go. See? I'm not going to cut myself. Okay, quit. Stop. I don't want to cut myself. The knife might cut me, but I'm not going to do it. So anyway, see what I mean? Just a few hairs. So, see? Just a few hairs. No, I did not. I didn't even scratch my arm. So, I'll put it up now. I'll quit playing with it, okay? I don't want nobody to see anything they don't want to see, and I don't either. Especially something I don't want to feel. Don't feel good, trust me. But it is what it is. Now, so we're going to the crabbit.
Crabbit?
What is a crabbit?
What's a crabbit?
What's a crabbit? It's the ADHD. I'm telling you. It's the don't slow down for a second adrenaline rush. That's my only explanation. I'm running on coffee, literally. So coffee, and of course now I've uptaken my meat intake, my protein intake, my creatine intake, as well as my potato intake, and I'm not slowing down. But some people say they can run and hang with me, but I just don't know. It's a long road tonight. Yeah. I run 1,000,000 miles in the middle of the night to the next morning. I've seen the sun come up over 3 times in a row before. I'm telling you, it takes quite a bit. Hey, hand me my goodies over there, will you? I want some goodies. Hand me my goodies. Goodies right
You
here.
don't know what you're saying.
My box. The green box.
Under your hand.
Right there. No, right there. I cannot advertise when I'm asking for. Hey! Do not. Okay, so anyway. Yeah. See my lighter? See my lighter? What kind of goodies am I talking about? Oh my God. Now I'll say it like this. When you get your medical card in Kentucky, when it comes out, I'm going to be the first one to call up Snoop Dogg and say, hey, you want to come hang? Just saying, the whole town would be like, yeah! The whole town.
Here's a
Every
liar
town.
that ain't yours.
I'll tell you what, Snoop Dogg can come to Kentucky, down here, the whole state would probably just be right here. So careful, because, hey, everybody loves Snoop Dogg. I don't blame you. Even me. Yeah. So, I don't advertise use of tobacco products. I do roll my own. I will not show you, but here's the deal. So I do not endorse cigarettes in any way, shape, or form, other than it is adult time, it is my time, and I usually get to advertise time. So this is my advertise time, okay? So this is how we do this, okay? I'm gonna do that. Nobody see anything, okay? Thank you. Can't do that live. You know what I mean? Some things you just can't do live. Okay, so here's another deal, right? As we're advertising the book, notice my shirt. See my shirt? It matches my shirt, doesn't it? I love wearing my own merchandise. You would. As long as I got it, I wear it. And I appreciate those who have given them as gifts. And thank you so much. Like my bracelet. I love my bracelet. Have you seen, did I show you my bracelet really good? See the dragon head on it? It's a dragon bracelet. So cool. I'm supposed to have a dragon ring coming too that would match this. Hint, hint, hint. but I don't know if I'll get it. But it looked really good on this hand. As well as, yes, I was asked today if I was getting back into tattoos or did I quit. No, I haven't quit. It's just time consuming, and when I can get back to it, I will. I was thinking about it the other day because I'm ready for a brand new dragon tattoo, and it really looks good. And I was planning to put it on right before a few things happened, and I couldn't put it on. So I was going to show off my shirt. Check it out. Check it out. Look at that. Look at that. The next shirt is going to be like a little bit bigger. It's going to be like this big. I really want the shirt to be like dragon scales, you know. So anyway, you know. I'm looking here and trying to make sure nobody sees this. So, I'm trying to get my shirt straight. Okay? Get my fat belly out of the way. Check that belly. Good God, look at that belly.
You call that fat?
I am fat, baby. Real fat. Fat as a mule. See, I'll say I'm fat. I'll tell you how fat I am.
I bet whenever you
Chunky.
I bet whenever you look into a mirror, you see a hippo, and everybody else just sees you.
Sometimes. Okay.
Do not put your finger down your throat. It does not help.
I don't do that. Okay. We're taking a commercial break. This is Bloodstone's Megaverse book. You can find it on Kindle. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it in most stores. It's #1 on the shelf right now going. There is advertisement everywhere. If you just look, you'll see my advertisement. If you just look, thank you. Stare at it. Sell it. Make you some money off of it. I don't mind. This is $1 million book. It's already been appraised. What did he say? Oh my God. Yes. Thank you. So what does that mean? Yes. And I'll tell you why it's appraised. But I'm not going to tell you. It's just a secret I can't give away. Anyway, you only know if you buy the book. So, what does that mean? Hey. How do you buy the book? It's on eBay. Right there. You go to eBay. Go buy my book. Amazon. Definitely one on eBay. That is this book. Amazon. That is just a publisher's copy. This book is the messed up book. What did he call it? Okay, well, I hadn't showed this, but I went through and I fixed all the issues with this book. That's what I keep telling people. This is one of the secrets. There is another secret, but I won't tell that one. Only unless you buy the book and I get to hand it to you on eBay. That's where you go to get this book. Is eBay, my personal copy. And like I said, I'll hand it personally to you if you buy it. So, that's how that works.
As long as you're local.
If you're local. Now, I just look. If you're buying my book, then we'll make a mutual understanding. I'll hand it personally to you. However we make that work. I mean, shoot, somebody buy that book because you're not just going to buy a book. You're buying an investment. This book is actually an investment plan. It's not, anybody who knows me knows I'm not the guy that's going to go run and boom, I made a couple of dollars in my life and I'm done with it. Everybody knows I've been working at this channel for about 4 years now, working on getting this stuff together, working on it day and night between work, from music to everything else. This is very serious to me because I do have special need people in my life who specially needs. And I know someday my legacy will help them in their lives as well to become and achieve the goals they'll set for themselves when they get older. Just like your kids, just like my kids, just like everybody's kids. They need somewhere to start. I really believe that. And that's what we're building. We're not just building Bloodstone's Megaverse. It is a world for everyone. And it's a place for anybody. And I don't want greediness in it. There is a way to keep the greed out. For example, I can play pretty much anybody's music. And I thank you because I celebrate your music. I have one song I play called Unstoppable. And it was another country who abandoned me from playing it on Facebook. YouTube. They are so greedy over their song. I don't want to listen to it no more. I'm unstoppable. You know. Wow. That ain't no joke. But hey, you want to be that way, that's fine. Then I'm not going to play your song in public either. If you ban me from your music and put me off these shows because of it, I'll tell everybody. I'll tell you all who will do it to me. I'm going to tell you. Whoever she is, done the Unstoppable song. Whoever they are, they're so greedy they don't even want you playing it in public.